video, I would like to give you a solution for a gate question. So for that gate question, the solution is not well explained in many institutes question banks. So I would like to give the simplest solution here, which is very easy to understand. So at the end of this video, you'll be having a clear idea regarding that particular solution of that particular question. So this question is based on the concept of thermal stresses. The drawback of thermal stresses is in preparation. If you take any standard strength thermometer textbook, thermal stresses concept is not well explained or explained vastly in any of the textbook. So that's why many people will be facing problem in solving these questions. So I'm explaining the solution of this particular question. So you'll be having a clear idea and concept by the end of the video. Let's read out the question here. You can see on the screen, it's given that a solid steel cube constrained in all the 6 phases is heated so that the temperature rises uniformly by delta T. If the thermal coefficient of the material is alpha, Young's modulus is in E and the Poisson's ratio is nu, the thermal stress developed in the cube due to heating is. This completes the question and they have given the options. Now let's understand the question. They are given a cube, a steel cube is given. So you take coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. It is restricted in every direction, restricted in x direction, restricted in y, restricted in z. So I can simply say that due to change of temperature, it will experience stress because stress is arising due to reaction force. The member is trying to expand, but compressive forces are there. If temperature is increasing, the member will try to expand. Compressive forces are there by the rigid supports and that is giving rise to stresses. Okay, so as it is restricted in every direction, it will be having stress in every direction. Sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, all are there. Now, the important thing which you have to keep in mind is these sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, all are equal to some value sigma. Why? Because this stress is produced because of temperature change, or actually we can say it as restriction of thermal expansion. This sigma is produced because of restriction of thermal expansion, and the thermal expansion actually happens due to temperature change and proportional to temperature change. And this temperature change is same in x direction, same in y direction, same in z direction. So we can expect the stress, which is the ultimate result, to be also same in every 3 directions, all the 3 directions. Okay, so remember that your sigma x value, sigma y value, sigma z value all are equal to sigma. Here we don't need to worry whether stress is compressive or tensile at this level of solving this question, because I'm going to give you a method which will eventually give you the solution along with the sign. So simply the question's solution will give you, answer will give you an idea whether stress is compressive in nature or tensile in nature. Let's solve this question. If you take this particular member, it is having strain to be 0 in every direction. Like strain in x direction is 0, strain in y direction is equal to 0, strain in z direction is equal to 0. I will take this one, that is strain overall in x direction is equal to 0. I am putting the suffix as overall because whatever strain that is produced, that is change of dimensions to the original dimensions, that is because of 2 cases. One is thermal case and other one is mechanical case. Thermal case means you are increasing temperature, it will try to undergo free expansion. Now at the same time, in the meantime or in the same time itself, as your rigid supports are there, they are going on cancelling out the particular expansion. So both are occurring at the same time. So whatever the strain we are observing is superimposition of both the cases. So let's write down like this. It is equal to epsilon x thermal plus epsilon x mechanical. So mechanical means some load is applied or because of pressure it is produced there. Okay. Overall strain is 0. Thermal strain formula we know, that is alpha delta T, change in elongation by original elongations. Okay. You take length to be in x direction. So thermal strain in x direction will come as alpha delta T. Now for mechanical strains we have the Hooke's law formula, that is sigma x by E minus mu sigma y by E minus mu sigma z by E. So in this equation, let's put this condition sigma. If you put this sigma in this one, you will get 0 is equal to alpha delta t plus sigma of 1 minus 2 mu by Young's modulus. Sigma will become minus of alpha delta t into Young's modulus by 1 minus 2 mu. So this is the answer of this question. So whatever thermal stresses question comes, simply take in this way. Use this equation. In fact, it is the compatibility equation here. So overall strain is 0, so thermal strain plus mechanical strain should add up to 0. If any elongation is allowed, so overall strain should be, that means summation of thermal and mechanical should be that value of particular strain. So by applying this one, you'll be getting the answer. So many question banks, they are given a wrong answer or they are given a very, very complicated solutions. You can understand from here. Thank you so much, everybody.